Hey there, everyone! My name's Lion-O, and I'm the star of a new show called Thundercats Roar!
Better stop! Stop! Bitch, stop!
Well, as of Friday, May 18th, 2018, the internet broke. And what was that? Was it an outlandish tweet from Trump or Kanye West?
Whoop-dee-dee scoop poop!
Was the announcement of a national war? Kim Jong-un being stupid? Did someone else get outed by the hashtag MeToo movement? Or did some celebrity's nudes leak? Well, it was none of these. It was actually because of freaking Thundercats! On May 18th, 2018, a trailer for a new show coming to Cartoon Network for its 2019 lineup dropped. It was for a show called Thundercats Roar. Because of mostly immature trolls on the internet and equally immature YouTubers such as Alpha Omega Sin, this whole thing was blown out of proportion. So now me, a nameless nobody on the internet,
Ooh, you suck!
shall give my 2 cents on how exactly I feel on Thundercats Roar. P.S. Probably most people aren't going to agree with what I have to say. This all started because an innocent man known as Victor Courtright, I hope I'm saying that right, said, "Hey, I'm an animator and a writer who is employed by Warner Brothers Studio, and one of the things I love from my childhood is a show that my brothers got me into called Thundercats. Man, I really love this show, and I should make my own version of said beloved childhood show for myself, old fans and new fans. But silly Victor, this is the internet, and no matter how true and innocent your intentions are, you're gonna be flamed."
Straight up fact!
Jesus, people. All this man wanted to do was make his own version of a show he generally cared about in the 80s. And since his version is exactly like the 80s or the other 2011 incarnation, he apparently deserves to be crucified by internet thugs on Twitter. Now I'm gonna be perfectly honest, I was born in the 2000s, meaning basically, I don't give a single shit about freaking Thundercats. As a kid, I knew it existed, I just didn't care. And I'm surprised still people do. In my opinion, in the 80s, there were a couple of different shows that ruled of animation. For boys, there were 5. Thundercats, He-Man, G.I. Joe, Transformers, and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Now only 3 out of the 5 are still popular. TMNT has another show coming out on Nickelodeon, and a bunch of movies and video games. G.I. Joe had 2 movies and a couple of various cartoons here and there, and Transformers had freaking 5 movies and a buttload of cartoons and a couple of video games. But He-Man and Thundercats were left in the dust. However, in 2011, Thundercats got a remake.
Thunder! 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 Thundercats!
And it did awful. Hardly anyone watched it, and toy sales were terrible, and it got canceled after only 1 season. So with all that being said, what's with all the ruckus? People say, oh, it's like Teen Titans Go. Wrong. I looked all over the creator's IMDb. He's never touched Teen Titans Go. The only cartoons he ever had a hand in before Thundercats Roar was OKKO, Pickle and Peanut, Mighty Mighty Swords, and Mad. But most of these were all just minor. Well, the show's art style is so fake and it looks like other cartoons right now. Well, so? An art style does not define a cartoon. An art style is popular in a certain time because people really enjoy that art style. I mean, for example, in my opinion, I didn't really like the art style of Clarence, Ballmasters, 9009, Rugrats, and the Wild Thornberrys, but they're still really good shows. Oh, the animation is terrible. Well, that's all subjective. I haven't actually liked the animation quality. Look, all I'm trying to say is give the show a freaking chance. If you don't like it, fine, but make sure it's for good reasons, and at least understand why people might like it. And for the love of God, don't attack the team creator and fans of the show. For Pete's sake, people, the show hasn't even come out yet. It comes out in a year from now. So freaking chill out, you jabroni.